Welcome to another video. We are not taking a break from the bathroom renovation. It's just I'm super slow, and now we have this project to do. I'm not showing the whole renovation of the second house that we have. We just got it, but the point is this countertop's not level. The whole floor is sunk in. We're going to show you that, and I'm going to show you how I think I'm going to fix it. Whether or not that actually works, I guess we'll find out when they come to install the countertops, and then if the countertop breaks because it's uneven, then we'll go from there. All right, let's show you what we're working with.
So I have my laser set up on the fridge. It's a magnet, deal with it. And I want the laser right here, just on the very front edge of this, right? Because this is the lowest point, that's a lot. This is the highest point of the cabinet. So you see the laser on the back wall, it's just about flush there. It starts getting flush right there, but you can barely see the laser here. So basically this is splitting with that, which I'm okay with because like 1/16,000th of a millimeter, I'm not gonna stress over that. The problem is this is not the trouble area. The problem is this is the trouble area. So as you can see on the back wall, the countertop actually ends right here. Then I show my stick here, have about a 1/2 inch. And even on the front here, this is where the countertop is, and then you got the laser right there. So all the way across, if it could get it to stand, see it's high and it slowly tapers down. So this is maybe 1/8 of an inch, that's about a 1/2 inch. As you go further and further down, then you start getting more and more flush with everything else. So really, this is the big section I'm looking at. That's the biggest area. Also over here, here's my laser. Ouch. So here's my laser, and it's just not good. The plan is, hold on, knees. My plan is to put a stick right here. I'm going to glue it in to where it needs to be. Now, in the back corner, that's pretty much perfect on the laser. The laser is splitting the top of the board and the back of the wall. So that height is correct. But as you come down here, it's way off. As we see here, that's not gonna work very well because about half the stick needs to disappear. And back there, it's kind of flush. It's exactly flush. So that's flush, here's not. So my plan is I'm going to glue the back strip in first on both walls. I got more than one stick. I got lots of sticks. So we're going to glue these in, clamp them down, make sure everything's nice and flush and tight, right? Then, after the glue dries, I'm gonna come back and use my hand plane to shave everything down. After the back is good, then I'm gonna do the front, because I can't really do the front because the laser blocks it, and I won't know if like my back's actually good. So as long as I don't touch my laser, as long as the laser always is in line with that top corner, which is the highest point, I should be good. Because if I put a sticker here, like, you can't see the back wall anymore because the laser's blocking it, or the wood's blocking the laser. So that's gonna be the plan. So I'm going to get these cleaned up. I'm gonna clean up the wood a little bit. Then I'm gonna clamp them and glue them in place. And hopefully that will be good for the back. Then I have to figure out how to shave it down against the wall. I have a hand plane, but I'm not sure if my hand plane will work. I can't really sand it. Also, this isn't drywall. This is literally cement board. Why in the 50s did they use cement board for everything? I don't know, but they did. So it's not like drywall, you can just, patch it. You need like mortar and shit, so it's very annoying. Where's my glue? Where's my glue bottle? Did I bring it in? Some bitch. Some on my bitch. Ideally, put the glue down, then take a look at pin nail, brad nail, and nail it. But because I'm gonna be, hand planing these, I can't really do that because, well, I don't want to go through a nail, and I'm not sure how far deep to set it and everything else. So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put glue down right now. Just a bead of glue right there. We're gonna put our board down. I guess it could go all the way. Might as well. Now, do I care about glue squeeze out? Sure, but not really because, going in the cabinet, like literally you're never gonna see this. Oh, I have a picture there. Also, our wall is clearly on a square. But I do have clamps, so I'm gonna use clamps. Oh good, they're just big enough. Now, how many clamps? I don't know, but we're gonna use a couple. First problem is this board right here is a little bit higher than everything else, so it's kind of bowing up right there in the middle. So we're going to cut that off. Now, I don't have a saw, but I do have a reciprocating saw. It's been a couple hours. This should probably be tacked up enough to call it good. I'm gonna take this apart, then I'm gonna hang the other one. I'm gonna see how far off we are. Obviously, I have to shave a lot of this down going this way, but we'll figure that out when we get to it. Yeah, that's nice and secure. Now let's do this one. I need glue. I'm putting my good side down. I kind of planned all these this morning before I got in here. Now, does it have to be perfect on the edges? No, it doesn't, because there's a countertop that's going to overhang a 1/2 of an inch. And I only have 4 of these long clamps. I have a bunch of short ones, but that's not going to do me any good because, well, this board's longer than I thought. I need a ton of squeeze out, or clamp pressure just enough. Alright, call that good. We're going to let this sit for the rest of the day. I'll come back tomorrow with some sort of hand plane and the laser and try shaving it all down. Yeah, I'm not sure how to get it against the wall and make that flat. So, I might cut it first, then just sand it with a piece of paper. I don't know. I have to figure that out, and that's a bug. millimeter to go there at the back wall So here we have our next issue. Well, it's not really an issue. I kind of knew I was doing this. I put this board up, and I put this board up. I know some of you are thinking like I'm an idiot because I can't plane on this board because this board is blocking it. But wait for it. After I plane this board down, this part will be gone, and I can see this. So then I can plane this board down. So that's going to be the plan. That's why you can't see anything on that back row right there. But you can on this back wall because this board is blocking all of that back there. But once I, plane this down and make it disappear, it'll be nice. How I'm gonna do that? I'm gonna take my saw and just make small curve cuts, like 1,000 of them, every millimeter or so, or inch or 5 feet, and depends on how bored I get. Then I'm gonna cut them all off, and I'm gonna plane it real quick. So that's gonna be how I cut this one, and this one just be a quick hand plane. So that's how we're going to tackle this. Obviously, I don't have to go right here, but I could start, right here and slowly work my way down. It'll only take a couple of seconds to cut through this really fast. You got a hammer? Not sure if you see this. I can, but so this is nice and smooth. It's cascading on the back and the front, so this is good. It's cascading on the front, the back, so this is, I'm okay with this. As you can see now, I can see my line right here, so I gotta take off 1/8 of an inch. So I'm gonna do this with the black plane, just call it good. And then yeah, then this part's gonna be done. Then countertops will be here in, I don't know, a week, but probably just post this video before the countertops come because I'm not installing them. I'm gonna have the other people install them, and then it'll be just stopping on doing what they do. I don't know. I don't do countertops. Okay, yeah, that worked out really well. About as well as I expected it to. So everything's good. Everything's floating down. There's nice, great. Everything's level. That's the important thing. We're talking about chiseling these, or sawing this down and popping them off. I just came in with a chisel. It's a really old, crappy chisel. It's like one of the ones I use for like chipping up paint or concrete. It's just a POS chisel, but for this, it did a great job of getting everything like chipped out of there. Like little cuts, got to clean everything up. But the countertops are ready to be installed. They'll be coming a week or so. I'm not gonna stick around to post this video for that, but I like how everything's working. Gradients are good, levels are good. Compared to where it was, now I have a good back spot, good front spot, good sides. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. So if your counters are out of square and you're replacing your countertop, and you don't actually take the counters off the wall or cabinets off the wall, decent way. It's not the best, let's be honest. It's a decent way of getting everything leveled up. So you have a new countertop put on. Yeah, any questions, let me know. Pretty much done with this house. Got a couple painting things I don't paint. Then I'm not sure what the next one will be, but we'll get to it when we get to it. Alright, cool. See ya.